Imagine you've been dating a great guy for a few months. He takes you out on dates to beautiful restaurants. He's genuinely interested in getting to know you on a deeper level and encourages you to pursue your passions and follow your dreams. This guy is everything that you've wanted in a partner, and you're starting to fall for him, but you're just not sure if he feels the same way. And now you begin to wonder, what does it take for a man to really commit to just one woman and choose to spend the rest of his life with just her? You ask your friends and family, and everyone seems to just give this generic advice like, just continue to be yourself because you're great. Listen, you're a smart woman. You know that sometimes you need more perspective on what's really going on. So what will it actually take for a high-quality man to fall deeply in love with you? You might be surprised to find out. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 3 invisible things that men need to fall madly in love with you. And if you're dating someone and think that they could be the one, this advice is going to be exactly what you need to communicate to this special man in your life that you are the right person for him. Or if you're single, you'll get a better understanding of what men need from a partner to feel happy and fulfilled. Hi, I'm Jason Silver. I am the dating coach for ambitious women. And this channel is dedicated to teaching ambitious, mastery-driven women how to attract high-quality men for a lifelong committed relationship. And if you haven't done so already, hit that red subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it so you get notified of all of my upcoming trainings. Now let's jump right into it. Number 1, help him to tap into his emotions. Now here's the hard truth. A lot of men have grown up in a society that's taught them that being vulnerable is equivalent to being weak. And this has led a lot of great men to struggle with being emotionally intimate and understanding how to process their feelings in a healthy way. For a man to fall in love with you, he needs to know that you're there for him and are going to support him. It can be difficult for men to open up, but if he feels as though he can be himself with you, you should be able to bring out this other side of him. Now, as I've discussed in other videos, men can't stand women who go overboard and push them into talking about their emotions. So a great way to get him to open up without him feeling pressured is just ask him about his passions, his purpose, and his personal reason why those things are meaningful to him. That'll help him to begin to open up and show you his more emotional, vulnerable side. By exuding your feminine energy and being interested in his goals and his purpose, you can show him that it's okay to open up about his feelings. He'll see you as someone who's interested in standing by his side and building him up and supporting him in the same way the high-quality man will want to do the same for you. Men connect with their partner when she supports him and his greater vision, his greater purpose. And a loving partner should want to share with you what they actually care about. And when you show interest in a man's purpose, that's what makes a man emotional and driven. And if you can make the man in your life feel that way, it'll help him feel more powerful, as though he can achieve anything. He'll begin to associate being his best self with being with you. And that's a strong feeling that no man will ever want to give up. When I met my wife, I was working an office job in a cubicle. I'd wake up in the morning just sad that I had to go to work. And at work, I was bored, I was exhausted, I just wanted to fall asleep. I dealt with these frustrated, competitive people who just wanted to tear each other down. My wife saw this, and she actually encouraged me to pursue my passion. She was the person who suggested I become a dating coach in the first place. And she's been there this entire time to lift me up, over 10 years now. And I can tell you that I'd never be where I am today without that level of support. And I am forever grateful for having that kind of supportive partnership in my wife, Kathy. And I can tell you that once I began pursuing my passion, really thought of it as an option, well, I tapped into a different level of passion and emotional connection with the world and with my wife than I ever had before. Now, it's not your responsibility to inspire or to tell a man what vision or passion he can pursue, but you can tap into that same thing in the same way by just simply asking the question, why? Why is he driven? Why does he want to do what he does? Sometimes just talking about the meaning behind things can bring a powerful, deep connection. Now, the second thing a man needs to fall in love is a safe environment. Something you may not know is that men are always on guard. It's up to us to protect and look out for ourselves and our family. And when we're stressed out, it's easy to disconnect from our physical body and just stay focused in the anxiety in our brain. And when I used to have that 9-to-5 job, some days I'd leave there just feeling angry and frustrated, defeated. And I wanted to know more than anything that I could come home and I could feel peace. Now, this is interesting. As humans, we actually have the ability to transfer our emotional energy to others. And as women, you're the masters of energetic connection. And if you could show a man that you're at peace with yourself and exude a calming energy, then he and everyone, quite frankly, will feel more relaxed and experience their own inner calm when they're around you. And if you can look a man directly in the eyes when you're talking and just be relaxed and enjoy him, you'll be subconsciously communicating to him that it's safe for him to just let go and be completely relaxed with you as well. Another technique that you can use to create a safe environment is just to be present. Now, being present, it's a big buzzword with the super hippy-dippy crowd, which I'm definitely a part of, but sometimes it's the most simple things in life that have the greatest impact. In fact, all you have to do is just care about him. Literally, when you're with him, put down your phone. Just try to care in that moment about what he's saying, what he's doing, and be present in that moment. This presence, it can create a very powerful connection. Sometimes I'll be on the phone with someone, and when they finish talking, I'll just pause before I jump in, just to see if they want to finish their thought. Sometimes they'll say, "Hey, are you still there?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I'm still here, I'm just listening." Because people are so used to being interrupted. People are used to talking to someone where the other person is just constantly thinking about what they're gonna say and when they can jump in. Giving him your full attention when he's complaining about having a bad day or sharing something with you that he's excited about, it's just gonna show him that you care about how he feels and that you're there for him. And if you can show him that you're focused and you're peaceful to be around, the man you're dating is going to start considering being with you a safe space where he can cool off. He can just be himself. And that's such a valuable freedom to have with a partner. And that's where deep love starts to really, really flourish. Now, the third thing men need to fall in love is they need to win your affection. It just can't be given to them freely. Have you ever wanted to buy something and then someone said, "No, I'm so sorry, we're all sold out"? What happens? What happens to your desire? Well, you just want it 10 times more. That is the exact feeling that you want to create inside of a man pursuing you. You see, men need to win your affection to deeply value you. We're primarily trained to devalue things that are given to us freely. A lot of women make the mistake of just rushing into what I call girlfriend mode before a guy even offers them commitment. And girlfriend mode can include cooking him meals or buying him gifts or cleaning his house and even more. And by overcompensating from the beginning, you're showing him that he doesn't need to put in any effort to be with you. He's just gonna coast along, accepting you as his lover or his housemaid, and just stop being that charming guy who hooked you in the first place. So to avoid a man taking advantage of your generosity, give him the challenge he's looking for. You need to make sure you don't make things just too easy for him when you're dating. So instead of throwing yourself out there, being available because he's a great guy, give him some room. Let him come to you. Let him plan some dates. Let him ask you out. Let him reach out to you. So often, women feel like guys have all the control when it comes to the dating game, but in fact, women hold the power. By being in control of yourself and your actions, men will be turned on by seeing you as an independent woman who's not just gonna give her affection to any man. He's gonna have to earn it because you're successful and you're not gonna just settle for anyone. So when he does pursue you and he gains your validation, he'll feel more important and more powerful and wanna be with someone like you. Let me give you an example with one of my clients, Bethany. Bethany is awesome. She's the CEO of her own company. She's smart, she's funny, she's driven. She always had a hard time keeping a guy around for a long period of time. She couldn't figure out what she was doing wrong. She would pull out all the stops. She would be her best self, inviting them over, showing them her cooking skills. She'd take them out on unique date experiences and open up her own personal connections to these guys. And in return, obviously, she was taken advantage of. These guys ended up leaving her eventually for someone else. Now, when I worked with Bethany, she learned a valuable lesson. that men need to feel like they've earned your affection to truly honor you. And although Bethany thought she was being this great partner with all these nice, kind actions, she was turning men off because they felt as though she didn't respect herself. They would think, why is this woman giving me so much? She doesn't even know me that well. She must be desperate. Now, of course, any real man would have been lucky to be with Bethany, but she wasn't presenting herself as someone who'd be appreciated and cherished because she was putting their needs before hers. Now, after working with me, Bethany realized that she had to put herself on a pedestal for a man to see her that way. And when she cooled down and actually made men pursue her, then she had men lining up for a chance to date her because she was rejecting guys. Now, I'm happy to say Bethany's married to a great guy who loves her and respects her, and he had to work to gain her affection, and that made him value her so much more. For a man to fall in love with you, you need to have a high value mindset. That means you always have to assume a man is attracted to you and see yourself as this incredible woman that he'd be lucky to be with. And if you have a hard time viewing yourself in that way, it's okay. I get it. Trust me. I understand that it can be difficult to build confidence and improve self-esteem, especially if you've had a string of poor relationships. But I know if you're watching this video, you're passionate, you're ambitious, you're not afraid of putting in the work that it takes to make yourself a better, stronger partner. You deserve to be with someone who wants to spend the rest of his life with you. And the more that you act like a high-value woman, the more it'll come naturally. A man is the one who needs to prove he's worth your time, not the other way around. And now that you know these 3 invisible things men need to fall in love, you can use this advice to improve your own love life and become the kind of partner a high-quality man will want to call his for a lifetime. Imagine meeting this incredible guy who's exactly the kind of person that you envision spending the rest of your life with. He's smart, he's funny, he's kind, and instead of just giving all your attention and affection to him, you're calm, you're relaxed, you let him come to you, you demonstrate that you're a high-value woman and you respect yourself. And after spending a bit more time together, then you can show him that being with you is somewhere that he feels safe and peaceful and calm. You're listening to him, you're showing him that you're fully present when you're together. You can help him connect with his emotional side and support him in his dreams. And he begins to feel as though he can't live without you. And a few months down the line, he tells you, "You're my rock. You're my best friend, and I'm in love with you." You think that's unrealistic? Listen, men are capable of falling deeply in love with a woman that they find exceptional. And you can be that exceptional woman for someone. I know meeting the right guy and things falling perfectly in place can be hard, but you have an advantage. You're smart, you're driven, you're on here learning about yourself, gaining more perspective, and I know that you're gonna do what it takes to show the man in your life that you're this incredible partner that they'd be lucky to be with. Now, if you've made it this far, I know you're here for some juicy secrets to help you really figure out men, and I'm gonna share with you an extremely valuable secret approach that'll do just that. I'm gonna warn you, this concept might be considered a bit controversial, might fly in the face of what 99% of the world thinks about attraction, which is why I'm not publicly posting this on YouTube. But I've been quietly working on this project for the past 6 months, and this is one of the first times I'm announcing it. So if you're interested, I just released a brand new exclusive presentation where I tell you all about a secret dating strategy that the highest value women are using today. So click the link below, and I'll see you over there. Be well.